Hey everybody, it's All Your Games or Belong to
Hi.
Us video web blog. We're going to do a podcast today on our E3 reactions.
Except there's no video, so it's not really a video web blog. It's
Well, it's just
video blog.
listen to us,
So
right? So, alright, first, you want to talk about Microsoft, their press conference? How did you feel they did?
bad.
Really?
I don't know. I just didn't like. They didn't. I liked Splinter Cell. That was really neat. That was surprising. I wasn't expecting that to come out of Microsoft. I was expecting that to be a reveal at Ubisoft.
I think everyone expected that. I mean,
I pretty much knew right away that it was Splinter Cell. I could just tell by like the graphics and everything, like the way the character models were.
yeah, I
It looks
looks really
awesome.
fun.
I loved Conviction. And
Conviction was a really good game. However, the one thing I have to complain about is Michael Ironside will not be doing the voice of Sam Fisher.
I don't.
That's.
It's I mean, sometimes it's for the better, but I think in this situation,
I think especially after we did with Conviction.
I didn't even hear him speak. Like I don't think I was listening to it more than I was watching it.
Yeah, it's some young kid. It's just really. I think he's
Yeah.
British.
The only thing is like what you told me that. Since he's not doing the motion capture.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That,
he's too old to do that.
Yeah.
Or something.
I mean, so then he doesn't do the motion capture. He just does
Yeah,
the talking. I mean, I don't see what the big deal is.
I'm sure Nolan North doesn't do the motion capture for everything.
Yeah, I mean, not all games use motion
Yeah,
capture.
yeah.
But I'm sure all the people. I'm pretty sure like one guy does it for the Mortal Kombat characters. I don't see him doing the voice of all of them. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong, but.
What about Halo 4? What'd you think
that
of
looked awesome.
That was.
I'm excited. I mean, they're really taking a good direction. What are they called? Prometheans?
Yeah,
They
the bad
look
guys.
so cool.
Yeah,
and their weapons, and I just think it's I mean, the Covenant, I was kind of sick of the Covenant after playing. Like, I just remember never playing Halo before, and then playing the first level of Halo 3, and the grunts running around screaming and crying. I mean, they were just the most obnoxious kids. Like, they were just stupid. They were the Goombas of this generation.
They're not very threatening.
No,
either.
they can't do it. They just, like, unless they have 2 plasma grenades and they're running at you, then I'm scared, the kamikaze ones, but...
I feel like the one bad thing about Halo is, like, there's not, like, a standard, like, soldier enemy. You know what I mean? Like, brutes are kind of difficult to kill, and the other ones are kind of more difficult.
I mean, there's like brutes, and then there's like
the
elites,
shield guys.
Yeah, and then there's like and then there's.
But it's not like a standard guy.
No, and like the weapons, like especially with I really liked ODST, but that was mostly just because of the story. Like Halo 3, I just didn't like.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't play Halo. I didn't play Halo 2. So. Sorry.
Dying on set.
So maybe I'm like a little jaded that way because I never played them. But Halo Reach was awesome.
Reach was really good. I had a good time with that.
I mean, the shooting in that game isn't the most satisfying because you have to shoot them and the shields go down and then they die. And I liked shooting the ostriches at Reach. That was the most fun in the first 2 levels.
Did Microsoft show off anything else? Their press conference or like any
Smart Glass.
Oh, that bored me to death.
It's a neat concept, kind of. Like, I remember listening to Spike and that Peter Molyneux talking. The guy who created Fable, and he was like, how many things am I gonna be using when I play a game?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to be holding my I have a controller. I have a tablet, I'm yelling out to the Kinect, and I'm trying to play this game, and it just doesn't seem practical. Like, if I'm playing Halo 4, or not Halo 4, yes, Halo 4. I'm playing Halo 4, which, again, looks awesome. Yeah, alien weapons look so cool. A lot of fun. And maybe there's something in Waypoint, I notice it. I don't see myself pausing the game, reaching over for my tablet or my iPod and opening it up, and because essentially it's just going to be an app. Like, Smart Glass is just going to be an app.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to be this crazy new revolution of technology. It's just an app on the App Store.
True.
Like, I don't see myself opening up and reading a story about like a ship in the sky.
Yeah.
I don't care. Same with like Kinect voice commands. They don't. I mean, I guess they're kind of neat, but there's always been a headset. Why now they decided to use like? I guess
just rather
Kinect
play the game how it's supposed to be. On
yeah, I'd rather just play it. You know,
like even when they're showing off the Blacklist demo, you could yell something, it would distract. It would have a guard come over and you could kill him. Like it's cool, but I'd rather just play the game how it's supposed to be.
I mean I mean those are all neat, but they don't justify me going out and buying a Kinect. I mean you need games specifically made just for the Kinect, and Kinect Star Wars isn't gonna cut it. I mean that looks stupid. I mean most of them are just kiddie games. Like honestly, the best games for the Kinect are like that Sesame Street game that Double Fine did.
Because then Tim Schafer.
Double Fine. A lot of the Disney games I heard are fun.
I can't remember the.
I mean, I know that Gunstringer was good, but essentially
right.
it's just like a longer Xbox Live Arcade game.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks fun and it probably plays well, but I don't see myself, picking that over, a new like a Call of Duty or an Assassin's Creed or Mass Effect, like big name titles. I don't see myself going to they just haven't. I mean, no, at least the Kinect's doing better than PlayStation Move, but PlayStation Move was pretty much dead in the water before it even came out. I mean,
it's kind of a disaster.
Well, I think motion control was dead long before those came out, and I think once the Wii came out, sold like crazy. Microsoft's like, oh my god, we need motion control. So they put it together, take all the time, ready to release it, and everyone's over it.
Yeah, because that's when the Wii, as soon as they release Kinect, that's when the Wii sales are the plummet, right?
Yeah, because the Wii just
didn't have games.
No, I mean, it just didn't have the first. It's not like it had good, it had some good first party games, but there was just no third party support.
Yeah,
there were no. I mean, Dead Space Extraction was decent. Yeah. Dead Rising, Overkill. No, not Dead Rising. That one was stupid. Yeah, that one wasn't that good. I heard. It was House of the Dead.
House of the Dead. Okay.
Overkill was pretty good. Mad World is a lot of fun, but I barely have any Wii games that aren't first party. I think Conduit was like the best shooter that the Wii had. GoldenEye. I think Conduit was up there with GoldenEye though. Review-wise,
GoldenEye got about like.
It's James Bond is cheating. Anyway, but it's not like it blew shooters out of the water. It's not like, I'm gonna go home and play some Black Ops. Oh, screw that, man! I'm going home and play the Conduit too. No one said that. No one said that.
Yeah, it wasn't really.
So, it just didn't. There was no support. Anyway, that has nothing to do with the Microsoft press conference. Anyway,
if you had to grade Microsoft, how they did, because I think that's all they did was show those new games and then the Black Ops 2 demo, and then that was about it.
Yeah,
right?
Which I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm sick of Call of Duty. Honestly, I'm just not really excited for it. I don't like where they're taking the direction of.
I mean, as big a fan of Call of Duty I am, I don't know if I like this direction either.
Yeah, I'm not crazy with the future. I mean. I guess I
felt it should have been more Cold War stuff, personally.
Yeah, I was excited for that. I mean, finally, they come out, they move out of Treyarch moves out of the World War II genre.
Well, they have a good balance because, like, in Cold War, we use most of the same weapons as we do today. So it's like we found the perfect balance. There's historical stuff, and we have more modern weapons.
I mean, Black Ops, the story was so cool, I thought. And I feel like they could have done more with that era. Not just it's probably going to be like A level. It's probably going to be like in Black Ops when you go back to World War II or right after World War II and you're with yourself and you get gassed or whatever. That's probably what it's going to be.
So if you had to grade Microsoft, what would you give them?
I don't know. Probably like a C- because what they showed of games was good. Smart Glass didn't really impress me too much. I mean, everything uses tablet integration nowadays. It's not like... It's not. I mean, it's gonna be their version of the Wii U's gamepad without it playing game. I mean, the Vita can do that, but I mean, the thing is, this is all this is all stuff that you already have to have for it. You know, like Smart Glass is really cool if you already have a tablet, or if you already have a smartphone, or if you already have an iPod, Touch or something like that. Because honestly, from what they showed, if I'm a gamer and I don't have one of those, I'm not going to go running out to the store and slapping down $500 so I can read historical information on, like, a fictional alien world ship.
Yeah, it's...
Or... Wait, was the new Forza... that wasn't on Microsoft's press.
It might have been, yeah.
That looks actually really cool. I'm not into racing games, but the new Forza looks awesome.
Yeah, I would hate to say it, but I might be over generous with Microsoft's grading. I'll give them a C+, but that's
way over generous.
That's comparing it to everybody else.
Yeah, compared to everyone else.
So, actually, let's move to EA. I mean,
should we do EA, or do you want to do?
Yeah, let's just do EA real quick. Not much to say. I thought they showed off some pretty cool games. Dead Space 3 looks like a lot of fun.
Dead Space 3, I feel like they should have explained more about it. Like, I was really skeptical until I read the article, part of the article about it in Game Informer, and now I'm still excited for it. I like what they're doing with the co-op, but they didn't really explain it well enough, I think, at E3, because from what I read, it's two totally different things when you're playing with a partner and when you're not. So yeah, when you have a co-op partner, it's not going to be as scary, but I think it will, and it'll be intense. As much as people hated Resident Evil 5, it was so much fun to play with a partner.
Except for the last level.
Yeah, no, everyone hates Wesker. Wesker is, that was god awful. But I'm excited for that. That whole thing. The story looks like it's going to be good. I was really, really skeptical at first. Why are there people with guns? Like, Dead Space has never had people with guns, and they didn't really explain who they were at all. Maybe they did, and I missed it. Maybe everyone's going to think I'm stupid, but that's just not Dead Space. But after reading up about it and who those people are, it makes sense. I'm sure the feature will work well, the mechanic with the cover and the shooting. I just don't want it to turn into a huge shooting-based game, because that's not really what Dead Space is, and I don't want them to stray too far away from the direction they've been taking.
Yeah.
As a huge fan of the first two. I have the collector's edition of Dead Space 2. Right? Huge fan!
That's dynamite.
Yeah, it's not even that cool. But I got an awesome suit in the game, and it made my experience 8 times better.
Yeah, another game they showed off was Crysis 3, which looks amazing.
Which I missed, but I read that out of all the shooters at E3, probably the 8 billion, it kind of stood out because I love crossbows. Anything that has a bow, I love.
I mean, Crysis is one of those franchises though that Crysis 2 I think really stood out as a shooter compared to the rest of the market, since it's really well put together. And I
like the weapons. Crysis 2 was good. I felt like as it got a little repetitive as the game went on.
Well, yeah, as most games do. I mean, well,
true. I just felt like they should have done more things to change it up, especially with the suit. I thought the suit features, but they'll hopefully change that in 3. Didn't really understand the story that much, but I didn't play the first one. That's the thing. I'm not really a PC guy.
Now, the only thing I really hated about EA's press conference was they showed off Battlefield 3 DLC, as well as
the premium,
as well as Star Wars: Old Republic stuff. I'm thinking, does content really need to be showed off at E3? Like I don't think it should. I mean, new games.
I want to see new games. I don't want to see new DLC that's kind of new and then kind of not. I mean, it's kind of like now. It's kind of like if you don't have Battlefield 3 Premium, you're 5 steps behind everyone else you're playing against that has it. Yeah. I mean, it's a cool feature, and they're kind of making you want to buy it, but that's an extra $50. I mean, if you got it on release day, that's $90, and I'm sure people have already paid for some DLC for it. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if I want to just play a game, I want to go online and play it. I don't want to have to worry about And that's the problem with those big name games. I mean, there are people that are just so good at it that, what's the point?
Yeah. So we're going to come back with a part 2, just running down the Ubisoft, Sony, and Nintendo.
Yeah.
So
well, there'll probably be 3 parts.
Oh, yeah, maybe. We'll see.
We only got to cover 2 conferences.
All right. Well,
we'll be back.
We'll be back.